Hi, welcome to a video of my flea market finds for this weekend, Saturday, December 17th and Sunday, December 18th, 2022. Not the flea market I usually go to, but a different indoors one, way more expensive. I usually go just once a year. I went twice to that flea market yesterday and today. Yesterday, got some 78s at a table, a young man. Matthew, his name is, had some lots of 78s, and yeah, I got some. Let's see what we have here. A US demo pressing, Jerry Lewis, very clean, very clean. That's why I paid a little bit more at the store, this flea market. Actually, it's Yup by Jerry Lewis. It's composed by Ross Bagdasarian, also known as David Seville, I guess. Give Me a Little Kiss, Will Ya Ha, with Patty and Jerry Lewis. That was $5. Another Jerry Lewis, $5, Canadian pressing this time. Are you for real? What I don't get is it says Jerry Lewis child star. It wasn't a child, and I Love a Murder Mystery. Also very clean, also $5. Got two French Canadian 78s. At first I found this one. Michel Noël, Ballerina, Le Gros Bill. Was so condition. It was $3. I said, no, I'll put it here for now and I'll think about it. Then I found that one. Much more exciting for me, at least. Not very good, but kind of cool. And he said I could have both for $5. And this is Tafnot. Le Japon ne jappera plus. Actually, it's Le Japon ne jappera plus. Really French Canadian. That means there's a word play that untranslatable, but it's clearly something about Japan won't be able to bark anymore, because Japon, Jappé, dogs bark. It's anyway, it's a bad pun. And end of war type of song, and the other typical topical song on the other side is L'amour atomique. So yeah, that's referring to the Hiroshima thing there. So that, because it's based on it's topical on World War II, it's more interesting. So I've got those two for $5. Let's say $2 each, and that one was expensive. I was willing to pay 10. He said 20, like exactly double how much I wanted to pay. So I've used my charms. I don't know. I was very convincing. I managed to get it down to 15. I really needed it, because although it's not as interesting as the other demo record I have, the label is just like it. And this is Victor Radio Tone Demonstration Part 1. No Compromise with Purity of Tone, with Milton J. Cross announcing. Number D-1, well, -A for this side and -B on the other side. Victor Radio Tone Demonstration Part 2. Victory, Victor's Radio Signature, Victor Symphony Orchestra conducted by Nat Shilfret. That side is boring because it's just music. But yeah, it's from what I've checked, it's 1929. It's from an ad about quality of radios, Victor RCA Victor radios. And I have a How to Sell Victor home recording from 1931 with the same type of label, and I had to buy this one to match it with the other one. I couldn't pull out the other one. It's somewhere in the basement. Anyway, that was $15. So this little pile there yesterday was $30. But I also saw something, and it was pricey, but I didn't even have time to get back home. That already I had made up my mind that I wanted it. And I should have prepared that. I didn't think about that. So I went back today. I contacted the seller and went back today, and before I reached his booth, I stopped on another booth that had record readers, Disney record readers, and most of them were clean, and I picked 3 2 upgrades and 1 I didn't have. Sorry about that. I only collect them in French. He had some English ones that were never made in French. Black Beauty, about a horse. Johnny Appleseed. Maybe I should have picked those up, but I don't want to start collecting the English ones. I have a huge collection of French ones, and I like finding the early ones that have the yellow label, no annoying ridge on the edge here, and the 32 on the third in the middle here. When I was very young, that's what they look like. So I got that one because it's so clean. I already have that one, but that's an upgrade. This is probably an upgrade as well. I couldn't remember in what condition the one I have is, but no coloring, record is pristine. That's the one I don't have, well, one of the rare ones that I don't have, La Symphonie Pastorale. I didn't check carefully, because the stack was neat and everything. I had no reason to doubt, but I should have pulled it out. Wrong record. I have to go back. Friday to try to find that book, because I don't remember if I saw that book. But because they were $5 each, I was willing to pay 2 and 1 5. I decided to splurge and try to negotiate $12 for all 3. So at $4 plus the fact that I don't have that one, now I only have the book. Yeah, I'm going to go back, and since I didn't finish checking everything in the flea market anyway, there's so much to look at. I go there once a year. Then I reached my guy I saw yesterday, and I picked up a turntable I've been looking for decades, because my uncle Jean-Marie, who was when he was living with my grandmother, was a young man or even teenager, along with my uncle René, my aunt Carole, and my aunt Lise. They were the 4 youngest of a family of 12, my mom being the oldest. And I was allowed to use only my uncle Jean-Marie's turntable. My uncle René had upgraded already in the mid-70s to either a Pioneer, I think it was a Pioneer turntable with a Toshiba receiver. I'm not sure about the turntable, I think it was a Pioneer. Might have been a Toshiba turntable and receiver. Anyway, I was not allowed to touch it. But at that I was. And my uncle had a small channel master receiver and 2 short speakers, and I love using this. In 2014 I found one in an estate sale it was clean, had a sticker, or somebody had scotch tape a piece of paper saying $15. I was so happy, oh my god. And I picked it up, and it was in the basement of our house. Everything was for sale mostly, and the sellers were upstairs. There were a lot of people in the house that morning, and I was making a stack with, I think I put it on the floor near me to look at a bunch of records. I turned around 2 minutes later, that it was gone. Somebody had stolen it from me, so I raced upstairs to try to catch the culprit. He was already gone. He really stole it from me, bought it, and got the hell out of there. So I never saw the face of the guy. I'm assuming it's a man. And I wished cancer on slow death on that asshole. Sorry for the wording, but getting this one now for, it was $80. But the advantage is that I could test it in the shop. And I saw it working, and it had everything you see here except for the 45 spindle. That I put there for, I wanted to see what it looked like when I used to record 45s at my grandma's place. Yeah, I said record. I used to bring my little cassette recorder and put it next to one of the speakers and record 45s. And anyway, getting it will help me, like, throw my forgiveness in the cosmos. I don't know how to say that, but sort of forget about what happened and move on now that I found my own. Maybe the one I missed, I got stolen, that was just $15 before I got a chance to actually buy it. Maybe it was broken, I don't know. So yes, it's a dual CS16 case, or whatever you call this. but the turntable itself is a dual 12-14, a 10-inch bladder, 3 speeds, pitch control here, start stop, little lever there, and it works fine. And I've already ordered the original dual 650 flipping needle cartridge on eBay last night. As soon as I get it, I will install it to have the exact look that this turntable had when I was a kid and I used to play it. I'm really I'm in love with it. I hugged it and I'm all like almost kissed it. I'm going to really clean it with some lighter fluid. I have to remove the crap here with a Q-tip and some lighter fluid. I will do a neat restoration of cleaning up. So of course, while I was there, I checked more records this time. I had more time. It was last night. Yeah, last night. Yesterday I went close to closing time. Had a busy day. Today again I didn't have time to check everything, but I did check the guys' records, and I stumbled on many like 11. Actually, I had a dozen Raymond Scott Orchestra 78s. And, well, Raymond Scott, sometimes it's quintet or orchestra, whatever. There's only a 12th one that I left behind. It was the famous Powerhouse, for 2 reasons. I only wanted it because my copy that I bought on eBay many years ago, early 2000s, has a huge sticker on it. But I just wanted it because that one, the one he had, didn't have a sticker. However, he was selling it for more. It was more expensive, so I left it there. And out of these 11, 7 were $5. These 4 were $8 because he checked on the internet, whatever. I don't know what database he used to establish those for. Those were $8. Now, that's not what I paid because I got a rebate. Not on the turntable. We settled on $80. He was supposed to sell me also a Sunbeam T40-1 toaster for $50, and I was hoping to get a rebate by combining the two, but he didn't have time to dig the toaster out of his reserve. I don't know how to say that, where it's stashed. Anyway, so yeah, those 7 that we'll look at in a moment were $5. These were I can talk about money later. Okay, let's look at them first, and we'll talk about the pricing that I got in the end. So we have the 4 expensive ones that were marked or priced $8 was the Penguin, which I vaguely remember because I was trying to find Raymond Scott material that I recognized from Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies. The Penguin might slightly remind me a little bit, not sure. War Dance for Wooden Indians. Businessman's Bounce, actually that's a good song. The Peanut Vendor. Pan American Hotspot on Decca. And Secret Agent. A little bit disappointed by that one for an $8 record. And The Girl with the Light Blue Hair. And New Year's Eve in a Haunted House. The $5 ones, the 7 records at $5 one. This is the one I'm happiest to find because Huckleberry Duck is a piece that we all recognize from Looney Tunes. I'll try to hum it a little bit. 2, 3, 4. I don't remember which cartoon I've heard that, but they used it a little bit. So this is Huckleberry Duck. This side is Tired Teddy Bear. It's on the US pressing MGM. Then we have another. This is the best one in terms of wow, that's good music. 8 Letters in the Mailbox. That's a good one. And Kodachrome is also a good one. So that's a home run. That's a much better record than all of these. But like I said, this one is the best one, and this one has Huckleberry Duck that's well known. Here we have Twilight in Turkey and Minuet in Jazz. Key West and on the Jersey side, a little bit more, not quite. These Sonora ones are not as good. Enchanted Forest, and not as in good shape. Tunerville Trolley, a little bit of groove wear on those two Sonora. Mr. Basie Goes to Washington and Magic Garden. That one kind of sucked because there are vocals on both sides. The Merry Carousel and Bow Night in Hotchkiss Corners, although the song is not too bad on that one. Anyway, then there was this one I'm really glad I found because it's only my second copy I stumbled on, and I bought both copies I found in my life. I found my first copy of Tear It Down by Clyde McCoy and his orchestra, Decca 381. Found this around circa 1996 for 25 cents. And this is the second copy I find. It's much cleaner. This side has a little bit more groove wear, Sugar Blues, but I don't care. That's the side I like. Tear It Down. Played it and it plays so much better than my other copy. And that was $1. And I picked up this one LP, French Canadian musical, starring Denise Filiatro, Monica La Mitraille. And it was $5 because there's a bad scratch in an instrumental opening. Who cares? It's an instrumental opening. What matters are the songs. And it's much better than I expected it because he listed it on Discogs. So I was glad I saw it at the store and decided, oh yep, I'm taking that because I don't have it at all. $5. So by adding all the records up and by rounding them up down to, I forgot what it totaled to, I forgot to write the total, but he made the whole lot. Forget about these were on another table, but the turntable and all of these $140. So if we calculate $80 for the turntable, that's that's $60 for these records. So that comes to all the $5 records, because I've crunched some numbers for fun. It comes to not that one. It comes to $4.11 for these. These $8 ones go down to $6.58. So that $5 LP there as well is $4.11, and my beautiful copy of Tear It Down is 82 cents. So it's all over the place. Some are really great deals, like this one. Wow, that's, and others I paid a little bit overpaid, but heck, you don't find Raymond Scott. Like I said, so far I only had one Raymond Scott 78, and because I bought it on eBay in the early 2000s, and now I have 11 more, 12 times more Raymond Scott 78s. And at another table I spoke to a guy, a very nice man. He had this kick-ass RCA Victor Disc records for, oh my god, he was selling it $1,500. Oh, I can't afford it. I'll sell it with my my $40 RCA plexiglass. Thank you very much. But his sign was absolutely mind-blowing, and the kiosk next to it, it was closing time, so I didn't have time to check much. But I did find a Hot Chocolate album, Going Through the Motions. It was marked $7. I don't want to pay $7 for Hot Chocolate, even if I'm looking for Hot Chocolate records. I spoke to the guy, was nice. We spoke about stuff, and I made an offer. I said, look, don't be insulted. Like, would you take 5? He said yes. Ah, cool, thank you. So I paid $5. It's in pristine shape. So another Hot Chocolate album. I think it's my third one only. I only have like 2 other Hot Chocolate vinyl records. So I was glad to get this third one. I hope I'm not mistaken. No, it's only my third Hot Chocolate vinyl LP. And that's it. That's what I splurged today, but damn, I'm so happy. I can't wait to get my oh, that's what I wanted to do. Stick around. I don't want to show my room while I'm looking for this. So here's a boring pausing moment of looking at my my desk. Maybe I should just point to my record player, maybe. Anyway, just give me a second. I wish I could pause this. I don't know how to. I don't think I can. It's a cheap old camera. But I'll show you what the stylus I bought looks like. So if I go on my eBay folder and I pull out my no, I don't want to show this stuff. Just this. Oh, great! Forgot to save photos. Wonderful. Okay, images, photos. Images. There we go. Sorry about that. You can stop watching if you find this too boring, but I really want to combine the image of that the original cartridge. So turntables, dual 1214, and it looks just like this one, dual 650. I stared at this for so many hours, playing all the 45s. Oh yeah, there it is, dual 650. That's such a cool look with the little red cantilever thing. I don't know how you call that. The thing that has the diamond on it is the cantilever. How do you call that? Comment if you know how you call that piece. Call it flipping needle, but it's not quite accurate. Oh, yeah, I forget the turntable there, but yeah, I've saved some images, but this is not the actual one I bought. I realized I forgot to download the pictures of the one I bought, but it's the same model, and the stylus it says that it's in good shape. So I'm going to get it in maybe a couple of weeks. Can't wait to fit it on my retro turntable here. Oh my goodness, finding my childhood, I'm so happy. So hope I wasn't too boring. So thanks for watching.